Hello, 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 chat. How are we? Happy Thursday. Let me say hi to everybody. Skylar, congrats on first. Nova, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you, friend. Ethan, thanks for the prime for 16 months. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm so glad you love the new sub badges. They're so, I'm so happy with them. So happy with them. Wonder what we're doing for stream today.
Potatoes.
I don't know. Hi, Kai. I don't know yet. We're gonna look at Discord in a minute. Y'all can keep voting in Discord while I do makeup too. If y'all want to we'll get to that in a second. Hold on. It is still tied. Yeah. Incoming from a message. Congrats, Skylar. You're so close. Thanks, Ad Goddess. I did update Ads Goddess a tiny bit. Rather, I was gonna shift the timing of the ads are starting soon to 10 more seconds later. But then I was like, wait a second. I could leave them where they are and then have Ads Goddess go off one more time when the ads actually start. That way, if I'm not looking at chat, I still know that they've started, you know? It's an audible or an aural reminder to pause what I'm doing so people don't miss stuff. Hi, Chantel. Hi. I love that y'all just yell each other's names now. It's great. Hello, Kimberly. Graham, there's always an ad for the Shirley Temple box set. Yes, I saw that ad all the time. Hi, Becca. Why is my overlay not working? Is Becca not subbed? She is. Why didn't the GIF work? Weird. I'm gonna fix that in a second. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it in a second. I'm just gonna finish catching up with ads. Let's refresh that. And I'm gonna test your walk on real quick. That was weird. Nope, wrong thing. Users. Let's see. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Hi, Artemis. PBS and Disney Kid, honestly same. 9.4K out of 45. You've got this, Kimberly. Are you gonna do the modified version then? I'm excited. I'm here for it. Please let it be lesbian visibility week so I can see the lesbian streamer. You're a few months off, Artemis. It's not till April. On Disney Channel and Disney XD annoying as a kid. Don't kill me. I stopped watching Nickelodeon unless I knew SpongeBob was on, and Cartoon Network was always genuinely super fun. Okay, I was more of a Boomerang kid. If we're gonna talk about different channels that we watched growing up, Boomerang. Because all the old cartoons were way better. They were way better. So, it's a lesbian. I'm gonna figure out if my internet's gonna crap out. Oh no, Kai, I hope it doesn't. I feel like I'm so behind on chat still. I'm a slut for cute gradients. Yes, same. I've already voted, love it. Chantel was clearly first, y'all, clearly. Yeah, Chantel hit a year. Okay, wait, I'm still catching up with chat. Ah, I know, Becca. I think it was just that it just needed to be refreshed. Hi, Jen. The GIF was still sleeping. Yes. Boomerang was also cool. Yeah. The lesbians are visible. Correct. We're visible more than just Visibility Week. It's fine. Means you guys, when your anniversary is soon. It is. It's coming up in October. Where the fuck does time go? For real. I'm trying to remember the first time I introduced Chantel as my girlfriend on stream. Cause she hung out in chat for a while before we were like, hey, this is my girlfriend. It was a secret for a bit. Oh my gosh, Skylar. That's so true. Okay, it's warmer in here than I thought. Okay. Trying to find her out too. Yeah, you were asking me Is it this person in chat? Is it this person in chat? Is it this person? It was very funny. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my root beer and then I'm gonna put my makeup on. The one thing I was gonna say though, I'm not looking at the poll in Discord currently, but if y'all are wanting to make a certain game win and you want to use your powers of influence to influence other people in the server to vote, you're more than welcome to do that. Y'all can do whatever you want to influence somebody in the server to vote within rules of the channel, within TOS. Be good, be nice. But feel free to go influence other people in the server into voting. Okay? I like the idea of an on-stream poll. We can definitely do an on-stream poll if we cannot break the tie. If there's a tie and we cannot break the tie, we will do an on-stream poll. Or if there's somebody that's not in the Discord, they can just tell us what their vote is as well. But then if we have a tie in the Discord we cannot break, then we will do an on-stream poll. Oh, I need to close Discord on my other computer. I hear the pings. Close that. But yeah, I figure let's do it so that there's no time limit set, because with a Twitch poll, the time limits are pretty limited. I can't do, I think, more than 10 minutes. I broke the poll? What do you mean you broke the poll? Did you vote for all of them? So we're gonna do makeup. It's no longer tied. Okay. Well, that could still change. That could still change, y'all. That's why we're not gonna look. I'm not even gonna look at the poll until I'm done my makeup. Okay. Do what y'all want to influence people. If there's a game you want me to play out of those 3, go influence people to vote. Give me your bones. Sorry. I was way more enthusiastic about that than I needed to be. Y'all, I miss the forest. I kind of love that game. I'm not trying to be a Republican, I promise. I don't even know what the context of that was, to be completely honest. The camera icon will say that. I'm a pro at eye contact with y'all. Hello, I'm a ghost. What are the games we can choose from? In Discord and the announcements channel, you can vote between me going back to my Assassin's Creed playthrough, which we will go back to regardless at some point. It's just maybe not tonight, maybe tonight, we'll see. Or I play my Nightmare Run of Dragon Age Inquisition, or we play more of the Stanley Parable. And if you're not in Discord, that's okay too. You can just let your vote be made known here, and mods, I'll trust y'all to keep track. Oh, I definitely my pick. Amazing. Fight mass with ass. Yep. Love the Stanley Parable. Amazing. I really enjoy it because I've played it once on stream, but I didn't play for super long. It was only one stream worth. So I know there's more I can do in that game for sure. What were you doing in an orgy with a bungee cord? Gosh, Date Everything. Such a wild game. I don't know if you saw, but when do you plan on doing Sons of the Forest? Yeah, that is on my wheel spinner. So actually, let me double check. Is it on my wheel spinner? I think it is. Let me verify that it's on my... Yes, it's on my wheel spinner. So we will eventually get to it. I added so many quotes from Date Everything is Wonderful. There were so many good quotable moments. 40 Ambe, hello, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. How much nut could a truck nut if a truck nut could truck nut? How are we? We're doing great. We're doing great. We're currently just chilling and vibing while I do some makeup, and then everyone's voting in Discord for what game we're playing tonight. So we're kind of in like a little like weird like lull between stuff right now. I just finished Date Everything on Monday, and then no streams this weekend, y'all. For anyone that was wondering, no streams this weekend. This coming Monday is my 5-year stream anniversary. And then after that, we gotta pick up a new game. So, Artemis, thanks for the lurk. The crew said hi. Hello. Hello, hello. On the weekend streams? No, I'm going to the beach with Chantel on Saturday. Sunday, I'm gonna be prepping for the stream anniversary. So, no weekend streams. And who knows how late I'll be working tomorrow. Oh, when you put it that way, it's weird. It doesn't feel like half a decade of streaming. Although to be fair, I've gone through so many different life stages. Or not even life stages, but life events in the time that I've been streaming. It's kind of insane. Kind of a good thing. Busy as fuck this weekend. I forgot about that. Neither of us can sleep because it's like 15 people in one tent. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay. I think I'm gonna. Whoa. Did my frames just drop for a second? That was weird. Okay, got drink. Yes, love that. Have a babysit and get ice cream, then a sleepover hangout thing. Well, that sounds fun. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep makeup super simple tonight. I don't want to go crazy with it. Mostly because I was doing a lot heavier makeup during Date Everything because I knew I was getting a bigger crowd and I wanted to look extra good for y'all. But I think we're gonna keep it really simple tonight. Actually, I do want to do a little bit more. I need to do a darker color. Turns out being on an aid mission in Gaza isn't so easy. Well, kudos to you for doing that. That's amazing and huge. Keep doing what you're doing. Because we believe in a free Palestine here, and if anyone here doesn't, y'all are in the wrong stream. Sorry. How's everyone in chat? Yeah, everyone, tell me how your week's going, everybody, because first like 10 minutes of stream was me just trying to catch up on chat because y'all were going off while I was trying to fix stuff. Okay, wait, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay, sorry, I like totally zoned out there for a second.
Dude, I got some banana bread at work today, dude.
Oh, thank you, Becca.
Hell yeah.
Howdy from the storm. Cindy, how are you doing? I hope everything's okay. And y'all are staying safe. Had to lock in for makeup, truly. Okay, that looks good. Past couple days were kind of ass, but before them was fine. Just stressful now, just trying to go back to normal. Jen, I understand. I hope things get a little bit easier for you. Crisp 360p. I love that for you. I'm so sorry. Normal routine, unplug all the expensive stuff and vibe. It's a good routine. Let's do... Okay, chat. Which color eyeliner? These are duochrome, like metallic eyeliners. So which one? Which one are we thinking? Purple, blue, or green? Purple, blue, or green? I have such an eye for video quality. I can't tolerate it. Honestly, same. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, we got 2 votes for purple. Immediately, we're going to go with that. So sorry, Kimberly. I will do the blue sometime very soon, though, because I haven't done the blue in a while. So my clinical's on Tuesday, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm buying scrubs tomorrow. Exciting, though. You got this. No need to be nervous. Oh, Skylar, I'm sorry to hear that. Languages are hard, though. I get it. That shit before I walked in the room. Hi's low. We're still deciding. I'm letting everyone vote in Discord still, and I'm letting people in Discord influence others if they want to, just like sway the vote. So have at it. We're gonna let the vote go till I'm done my makeup. Or you're just like, blue. That's so fair. Okay, purple eyeliner is on one eye. Hi, Raph. Did you hear Taylor Swift got engaged? I actually didn't care. Honestly, same. I'm excited to go to Vermont and see my closest friend and vibe in the woods. That'll be super fun. So I should do a proper introduction. Hi, I'm 40 marker, I'm 18. I'm stepped ahead of 1. Lungs. Awesome. Also, 40 Bay, just so you know, we do not like it when people post their age in chat, just because if we find out someone's under 18, it's an automatic ban. So thankfully you're 18, but please, just a reminder to everybody, don't put your age in chat. Don't put your age in chat. Made a Benson burn thing explode the other day on accident. Oh God. Oh geez. Who's the unlucky guy? It's the Travis Kelce, the football player she's been with for a while. But yeah, I'm not a Swiftie, so I'm like, whatever. Okay. Eyeliner is done. It feels like it looks uneven, but I can't decide. Hi, Hannah. Happy for her? I mean, yeah, I'm happy for her if she's happy, kind of thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't have the vanish command, sorry. I don't use stream elements at all. Don't expose the boomers. Cindy, what are you talking about? There's no boomers here. If there are, who cares? Oh gosh, that's fine. All good. Hi, Kai. Wait, what did you pin? What? What did you, I didn't even see it. What did you pin? I didn't even see it. I'm so behind on chat. Hold on. Hi, German. She's engaged. Where will she get material for the pickup songs? True. True. Ah ha ha ha. American football. Yeah. Elizabeth's gonna make me face the wall. No! Hold on, I need to fix my eyeliner. Okay. 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 Yes, I am Queen Elizabeth. I accidentally pinned a random message. Was not a bad one, but a random one nonetheless. Oh. Hi, Becca. Walking Dead style, just look at the flames. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all are going crazy tonight. I love it. Also, didn't Queen Elizabeth die? Yes. I'm the new Queen Elizabeth. I'm the new one. Wait, what did I do that was unhinged? What did I do that was unhinged? Also, really fast, y'all. My very good friend Ray is streaming right now, so I'm gonna do a quick shout out for her. She's streaming right now. She's streaming Dragon Age Inquisition. Y'all know that's my favorite game in the world. Go give her a follow. Go give her some love. But just don't give her spoilers. Don't give her any spoilers, I swear to God. Anyways. Queen Elizabeth III, yes. Exist. Kai, oh my gosh. Y'all, we have the best mods here. Can I just say that? We love Ray. We do. Skylar. I will fight anyone that talks bad about Dragon Age. It's like, what's Dragon Age? When you already know what it is. The famously elected monarch. Yep, that's me. Okay, I need to focus and finish my makeup. Just a reminder, once my makeup is done, we're looking at the poll in Discord. So if you want to make your voice heard about what game we're playing tonight, go to Discord, go to the announcements channel, and use the reactions to vote. Holy cow, someone just followed over on Ray's channel and helped her hit her follow goal. Thank you, whoever that was. Holy, I have her stream up on my other monitor, so. Anyways. I am the best mod. You giving me that title, I'll fight to keep it. Listen, y'all are gonna have to fight for sure. Stanley apparently looks that's the correct option. Listen, there is no right or wrong option. But there will be a winner. Ah, my eye's watering. Why is it watering? Because I didn't blink for a moment. Discord link isn't working for me. Oh no. If the one, yeah, I don't know why we shouldn't have. I've had this happen before. Mods, whichever link is not working, or if you can let me know which link you tried to click. Oh, you got it? Okay. Sometimes Discord will like put a time limit on certain links. So I have to like go in and update and make sure things aren't going to expire. So I will, if mods can make a reminder for me in Discord to double check the invite links and expiration dates, that would be fantastic. Watering because you have a medieval torture device near it. No. That's not why. That probably is, actually. I probably just wasn't blinking because I had the eyelash curler out. Okay. Purple mascara tonight, y'all. Reminds me of one of my fave sounds. I used to sometimes, I'm an animal. If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to take me out picture. Oh my god. Go to violence. You know, that's pretty appropriate for what everyone's talking about right now. I am a purple person. I have purple eyeliner on and purple mascara. And of course, purple hair. The hair is very wet still. I washed my hair right before stream, so. Violins is not the answer. Getting things in my eyes. Okay. Eye makeup is done. I think I'm not gonna bother with my eyebrows, but I do need to figure out my lipstick. I can commit violence. I'll run out into the storm and cause local mayhem. I'm smoking some unwise shit that got me acting in a manner unbefitting of a gentleman. Crazy. Is chat breaking multiple times? Oh my gosh. I need to figure this out, but the problem is, well, one of the problems is the Mix It Up wiki, or the Mix It Up Discord is down, so I can't like ask for help from Mix It Up support right now because they're reorganizing the Discord server, which is good because it probably needs it, but like sucks for me. What color do I want to do lipstick wise tonight? I think I want to do this one. Is this the one that looks like my natural lip color anyways? Probably, but Jen, yes, I believe Kai does cross stitch, maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head if it's cross stitch. I know they've also talked about crochet. Skylar, thank you for the pronouns, please. Everybody put your pronouns in chat if you feel comfortable doing so. This is so that you don't get misgendered and so that you don't misgender anybody else. My pronouns are she, her. Oh, cookie dough sounds so good right now. So good. Also do cross stitch. Yes. I think I remember you mentioned that. We have a lot of creative, crafty people here in this community. I love it so much. I used to knit crochet, so that was my hopeful first thought. Yeah, no, I understand, Jen. He, him, but way more important is people say Geo and not Jort. Thank you. Thank you, because I definitely said Jort before. So, Geo. Making a mental note. Geo. Got it. My pronouns are knit, crochet. Hi, Zephyr. I think he today, maybe it. Got it. You know, I made. I snuck her. Oh no. Not the jorts. My pronouns are USA. Eagle screech. Okay. Brain. Is my makeup done? Yes, I'm gonna say my makeup's done. Chat. I'm gonna make a 2-minute timer. Y'all have 2 minutes remaining to sway people in Discord to vote for what you want them to vote for. Setting a 2-minute timer on my phone right now. Okay? You have 2 minutes left to sway people on the vote in Discord. And if there's a tie, we'll bring the poll here and vote in chat. Sounds disgusting. Fucking freak wearing Jinko jeans the other day released like 6 tarantulas up the left pant leg while I was walking. What? What? Huh? 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 I'm confused by that statement. Ooh, the other thing I'm gonna do while we wait for this timer to go off, I'm gonna flip my head over and so I can fluff my hair up now that's kind of dry-ish. Oh no, we're all always unhinged, Jen. I have so much hair. There we go. Now there's some more volume, a little bit. It's still kind of damp in spots, but like now it's a little bit more normal looking and not stringy. Hair brag much? I'm sorry. I have lots of thick hair and I love how long it is. You stole all my hair. Yeah. Okay, why is chat not letting me? Okay, why is Twitch chat? What in the world? I can't scroll in chat. What the heck? Okay, there we go. What is happening now? I don't know, Chantel. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, time's up. All right. Stop the count. Stop the count. Okay. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm just reading what everyone put in the general chat now in Discord. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Oh, y'all are even more unhinged than normal. It's so funny. Okay. Well, it looks like Stanley Parable won, so let me go ahead and update our stream title. Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe, because that's the one I have. Okay. We might be unhinged, but we've only got one cokehead here. True. Okay, I keep looking over at Ray's stream on my other monitor. I'm like, don't you dare go forward with the main quest because I want to be there for it. But of course, I would never take that choice away from her, so. Sorry, keeping up with chat tonight is fun in a crazy way. Mine's from coming off two days of high anxiety. I feel you. I feel you. Vending machine down the hall is coconut. Apparently it's unavailable. No, Hannah. We play Stanley Parable as if we're playing to everything and flirt with literally everything. Sure. Sure. I don't know what that would look like, but sure. Okay. The stream title has been updated. Let me go ahead and start booting it up. Stanley Parable. Play. Oh, I should probably switch audio so it comes over to stream. Do that.
Shrimp time, it's shrimpin' time. Shrimp time, shrimp time, it's shrimpin' time. Shrimp time, shrimp time.
Oh, look here, I am a shrimp. Oh, look here, I am a shrimp.
Time, shrimp.
Oh, look, I have a shrimp on my head. I have a shrimp on my head.
Time, shrimp.
Oh, look, I am a shrimp. I am a shrimp. I am.
Time, shrimp.
Oh, look, it's shrimpin' time. It's shrimpin' time. It's
shrimp time.
Thank you for the shrimpin' time, Chantel. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy and I love it. Where did my mouse go? Oh no. Ha! Okay. There we go. Confirm. Okay, we'll do that in just a second. Hiker Jason, I hope you're doing well, friend. Okay. Let me get the TikTok live going. Oh, wait. Okay. Save. Go live on TikTok. Can't believe I wasn't a leash kid. That's so funny. Yeah, you're right. I can't take y'all anywhere. Okay. We are live on TikTok as well. Oh, the music stopped at the perfect time. Amazing. Okay. Y'all, let's do it. Edible cookie dough sounds so good right now, y'all. Okay. Please adjust the slider until the dog and cat are friends. Cute. Please adjust the slider until the 5 becomes the number 9. Oh, that's 9. Hold on, let's see what other options are. There's 9 as well. 9. I guess we should go with the numeral 9, shouldn't we? Oh wait, but it'd be funny. It's probably not a right or wrong answer. I think this is funny. Let's do it. Oh wait, hold on. I just realized something on TikTok. I didn't set this correctly. I set the game to date everything on it. I set it to Stanley Parable. But I didn't. I changed the name of the stream, but not the game. Okay, there we go. Ah, okay, there we go. All right, edible cookie. I'm excited. I like the slider. Yeah, please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Okay, chat. First person to tell me stop is that's where I'm adjusting. There's some. That's where I'll stop the slider. Go. Someone say stop. First person to say stop is when I'm gonna stop. Geo. Okay. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or scrumtush? Oh wait, was I supposed to catch the? Was I supposed? Y'all are really taking advantage of my ADHD tonight, including you, Chantel. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking scrumtush. Please don't adjust the slider. What if we did? Wait. Why aren't we all rushing? I was gonna give her a few minutes. I'm more of an Anki Blinkle kind of girl. That's fair. What if I do adjust the slider? What if I do? I also love that we haven't even gotten into the game yet. Sometimes the game just starts up and you do these crazy things. We've not even gotten into the game yet. It says please. Oh, you're right. You're right, Gio. Okay. Do you know what time it is now? Yes, I do. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yeah. What time is it anyway? What? Whoa, what is time anyway? Yes or no? Huh? Huh? What is time anyway? Yes? No. No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah. Help? Do we help? I've never had this opening before. Date the friend. Date the yes, friend the no. I'm gonna go yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yeah? Oh, we got a load bar. Okay. Were you gonna say date the friend? Yes, no. Yeah. Yeah, I was. Okay, begin the game. So we have like all the new game plus stuff, I think, at this point.
This is the story of
We're
a
not gonna
man
skip.
named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
No, the
number
yes friend date.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day,
That's us.
of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And
Still
then
got
one
shrimps in your
day,
head? Oh, yeah.
something very peculiar
I keep it on for like
happened.
15 minutes
Something
after the
that
shrimp
would
time usually.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not
What a
one
happy guy.
single
I know.
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This
Thank you, Jen.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Dun, dun, dun.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, I guess we'll step out. What's the pay? What are the benefits? That's a great question. Here's the question. Do we have the new game
All of his
plus stuff?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I'm gonna-
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna follow the instructions just so I can refamiliarize myself with the game, but then we'll do whatever once we get far enough. I love all the coffee mugs. Who farted? I think it says fun, but I remember thinking that it said fuck the first time I saw that mug. Be my Valentine. I hate Mondays. No stress and you get 5 cents. Sepper, thanks for the likes in the live. Aha, we do have new content. We're gonna wait though. We're gonna refamiliarize ourselves.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You got it, buddy. Well, no going back now.
Yet there was not
Hey,
a single
meeting
person
room.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Ah,
there.
yes, the boss's office. I remember this now. Hey, broom closet. Wait, the broom closet? Oh, yeah. I was like, I have to click on it to get in there, but we won't go in.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ah, yes. Here we go. Executive bathroom. Wait, I don't remember this because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, And that's what the boss chose. Why am I seeing a slip of the top of the screen? Oh no! It does that every so often. Hold on. Let's do that. And now it's fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Jen. Every so often, my capture card just kind of freaks out a little bit. So, okay. No, you do not need to apologize at all. Boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
There we go.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yes.
He
sheer
stepped
luck.
into the newly opened passageway.
Stanley's the one with the shrimps. Obviously. Obviously. Well, narrator, you gonna tell me where to go next? Is there anything back here? No. What if I... Oh, I thought it was like a empty floor right there. Yeah, let's... I pressed the up button, but it made me go down anyways. Hi, Kayla. Welcome on in on TikTok.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, I'm still convinced that this has something to do, like these spray painted things have something to do with like a puzzle. I just don't know
Stanley
what.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Right, I never figured this out. I never figured the mind control facility out. I guess you didn't listen to the narrator the first time. So I did a whole stream of this a few months back, and I got all the way to the new content. But I'm just doing one run of listening to the narrator as a refresher for myself, just so I can kind of remember where everything is in the game so far. I'm not going to remember everything, so a lot of it's going to be like refresher for myself, but that's okay. Well, let's turn the lights on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
All right, before I hit the next button, there was a way I thought, let me look at the settings, controls. Okay, jump is space, interact is E as well. Oh, crouch is control. Okay, wait. No, that doesn't help though. Okay, I thought there was a way I could zoom in on like papers and stuff, but maybe I'm misremembering that. Yeah, Kayla, exactly.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dun dun dun.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, yes.
No.
Oh.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Yes, Hannah.
Was it even
Pepsi
possible?
is superior.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Right, okay. All right. I might, if people know how to do this room, feel free to give me like tips and hints in here, because I remember struggling so much in here.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So happy fall is slowly returning. I just made myself hot tea and have a soft blanket and a window open. Yes. The weather this week has been so beautiful. It's been nice and cool. It's been so nice. I've had my windows open all week and it makes me so happy. Okay. Let's look around. So there will be a big timer that flashes on that screen up there. I think I need to turn up the brightness. Oh, is it not gonna let me? Because I did it at the beginning of the game. Unless I can do it in here. No. Darn. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Here's some sick dance moves. I would just let it sit for a few minutes, Hannah, and just open it very slowly. No. I want to turn up brighter for y'all too. And it's a setting at the beginning of the game. But it's not in the settings. Okay. So we came in over there. Facility power is one way we can go. We can also go out here. But I gotta get everything turned on, which I think is this console maybe? Or no, I have to press the buttons, the numbers. So there's 1 and 2. Hold on, let's see where all the other numbers are. There's 5. There's 3. 4 is up there. I don't know if we can get to 4. Let's try though. 1, 2, 3, probably not. No, because I don't think I can get up to 4. I was going the wrong way anyways. No, I can't get up there. Oh, I don't remember how this works. Let's try interacting with this console. No. Open successfully, no fizz. Yes, I love that. I think you have to turn up the brightness of your. Oh, sorry, I read that already. Oh wait, is the lights?
Yeah, it's about to start.
Thank you, Ads Goddess. Oh wait, there's one monitor. I feel like somewhere. Hold on, let's just look around for a second. Trying to remember how I get this room. Let's just press 1 multiple times. Oh wait, the sound of it.
The ads are running.
Thank you, Ads Goddess. Okay, well, we're clearly not going to get very far right now. Everyone was dying to find out whether it opened okay. I was. I absolutely was. Oh, it's this. It's this one right here. I think. It's the only one that has the big red button underneath it. So once the ads are done, we will press this button. I don't remember how to do this, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. I wish I knew how to get to button number 4 up there, though. Thanks, Kai. I can also see if I can open this door. I don't know how to do. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Let's follow these cables. This cord goes from there to here to here. So, how long is playtime for this game? Yeah. Yes is accurate because it can, each run is different. And once you play it once, it's like different every time after that. But you can also play the same run multiple times, so. Okay, we got like a minute left on the ads. I could just walk into the power facility. Wait a second. I don't know what I pressed there. That made the beep. Okay, these green buttons, I need to press them somehow. I think to activate this door. Huh. It's a good thing nothing's happened since everyone's in ads right now. Okay, so the colored buttons do mean something. But I just don't know what. I do not know what. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Okay, let's go press the big red button. Let's do it. Oh, wait, do I have to go into the facility power room first? Let's see. Maybe I... Wait, there's this button. That doesn't do anything either. Okay. Well, let's just walk in here, I guess. Oh, that's right. I've got to turn all this on
And when
first.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his
I was
obligation
wandering around for
to
nothing.
put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Well, in what world do we have to power the tech? Right.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Ah! Yes!
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you
Well-
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
I don't think this is
Stanley
gonna work.
suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't
Okay,
it, Stanley?
we've got lights
It's
in here.
your time to shine. You are the star.
Okay,
It's
the
your
monitors
story
say
now.
1.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much
1.
better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
1.
so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
What does
goes
this
off.
say?
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to
What does
start.
that say?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before
Like
you're
blue
obliterated.
22. What?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
that
what
mean?
happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
I don't know. I'm supposed to press it
Sometimes
22
when I
times?
tell it,
I'm not
I
counting.
simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything
I'm not
and
counting.
take
I
back
don't
the
know.
control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Well.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, thanks.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Fail safe.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what
Yep.
you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh gosh, there's so many different things. There's so many things I could
Stanley.
do in here.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Ah!
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Oh, okay,
This is
those
not a
are not
challenge.
an option
It's
anymore.
a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first,
Good.
so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Press any
30
key to send
seconds
power
until a big
surge.
boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part
I don't
of
know
the
if this is
joke.
helping.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Goodbye, narrator. You do grow to love him, yeah. The narrator wants to humble us. Exactly. Also, Kayla, thanks for sharing the live. Oh my gosh. Well, we're back to a new run. All right, chat, you're gonna vote where we go. We can do new content if y'all want,
All of his co-workers were gone.
or we can do new
What
stuff.
could it mean?
Other stuff.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
so
room.
many endings.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No coworkers in here. Oh, never tried that before. Wait a second, I've never tried this before. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Chat. New content or regular way? You're welcome. Follow the narrator, see what happens. Oh yeah, I've done the follow the narrator thing before because that's how I think that's how I got the new content. But chat, do we wanna follow the narrator? Shall we follow the narrator or new content? Because we didn't technically follow the narrator this time. Regular? Okay.
When Stanley came to a
We'll be
set
good
of
this
two
time.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You got it, Mr. Narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here
Yes.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
All right. Up to the boss.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2845, I think.
What could it
I don't remember.
mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Thank you, Kai.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
I clicked
And
too
so
fast.
the boss had
2,
assigned
8.
it an extra secret
There we
PIN
go.
number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming
Damn.
New Age music.
Damn, I forgot about that. Narrator's really calling me out.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Yes.
Stanley
Thank
calmly
you.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Into the elevator we go. Oh, a game like this, I forgot the name. The name is super long. Ooh, if you think of it, Kayla, feel free to put it in chat. That was too funny. Yeah, this game is a riot. Okay, I feel like I need to pay attention to these on the floor. Is there a grate I need to pay attention to? Like, I don't know what they indicate.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna rush the narrator, because why not?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Let me in!
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Let me
Stanley
in!
thought to himself. Did he have the
Possibly
strength
absolutely nothing,
to
probably.
find out?
Has anyone here ever heard of the game called The Witness? I don't know if it's The Witness
Now
or just
the
Witness.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
But it's a puzzle game
Each
and like
bore the number of
everything
an
matters.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility.
really fun
it was
game, though.
too
Like, it can be really
horrible to
relaxing,
believe it
which is
couldn't be
nice.
true.
Oh, I
Had
forgot to
Stanley
solve my
really
head.
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't
doing
it?
It's a choice-based
Was
game.
it even
It's
possible?
not. I think
Had he
they're-
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
This narrator loves to yap. The Witness has, it's like
But here was the proof. The heart of the
no
operation.
choices necessarily,
Controls
but you have to
labeled
like
with
use
emotions.
different
happy,
puzzles
or sad,
to like
or
navigate the
content.
world, and I think there might be different
Walking,
endings based on
eating,
how you do the
working,
puzzles. Not
all
sure.
of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yep, let's go dismantle. Thanks for the alert, Kimberly. All right, we'll turn the power off this time like he wants us to. Hello. I always forget how long this takes.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won!
Woo!
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
so
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! I don't remember how many endings there are in this game, but there are a lot. And there is a room you can find. Yeah, that's only if you follow all instructions from the narrator. There's a room that you can find, though, that tells you which endings you got and how long it took you to get to those endings. There's so many endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, chat. Have you found the bucket yet? I don't remember if I have. No, let's go.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, right. Right, I forgot about this. Because I've gone through new content once, I think. Maybe twice, because I accidentally died. Oh yes, I have gone in the janitor's closet. But we'll go there again soon, so I haven't gone in a hot minute.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa! Isn't there a Steam achievement for not playing the game for 5 years or something? Yes.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The end is never the end. Again.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is
Maybe I
just so
haven't
much
done this.
catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't
I don't
you think?
recognize this, so I don't think I've done this yet.
Ultra-Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Like, this game is borderline a horror game, but it doesn't have the usual tropes. Exactly. Yes. I don't know if Stanley Parable 2 is actually real. I don't think so. But. Huh. Wait a second. Off painting. Okay, I'm assuming that means office painting, like so paintings found in the office. These are literally just the files from the game then. Off painting D. Oh, thank you, mysterious doors. They're back. 2 doors. This is my second cup. Don't talk to me before I've had my sequel. Like Windows screensavers, yeah. New mug. Okay, this looks like such a cozy little lounge.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
9 o'clock, scrum. 10 o'clock, design pitch. 11:30, break. 11:35, pitch design. 12:02, number 2 chat. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. No body, though. Who took the red marker? Me. Make sure you read the 12:02 number 2 chat. Oh yeah, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Crab, the ultimate sequel. I saw the investor showcase. The Stanley... Wait. Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable is... Oh gosh. That's a trip. That's right, I took the red marker, deal with it. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Just the 2 of us, we can make it if we try just the 2 of us. You are the sequel. Well, what's this mug say? I am a yellow mug. I will never follow the red, teal, and can't see all that color schemes of the area of the what? Oh boy, okay. Oh, I can't break through. Gosh darn it. This way to the show floor. Why is there a bus? New features. Why is there a bus? It's the new content bus, duh. Expo Hall 2, of course. Whoa! Okay, this is actually really cool. Okay, can't go in any of those elevators.
Here we are. Go
Whoa.
on, try out some of the new features.
Merch! Was that an actual QR code? I saw the new content too. Welcome to the showcase. New features, new content, new game. Is that actually a QR code to merch? So I want to try it. The reassurance bucket. I love the bucket. The beginner's guide. Okay, hold on. I'm looking that up really fast. Steam. Okay, go for it, Hannah. Oh, it's from the same creators as the Stanley Parable. Okay, Kayla, thank you. I'm gonna add that to my wish list. Thank you for that. Hannah, it took me to StanleyParable2.com. What's on the web? Hold on. I need to look this up. StanleyParable2.com. It looks like there's a video that we could watch as well. Should we pull it up? Okay, hello, welcome on in on TikTok. Is this a video that I should watch on stream? Should we watch it on stream? Okay. Let me do this really fast. Let me pull it up. StanleyParable2.com. Okay. Here's the website. Not seeing anything else, why not? Okay. So, taste the sequel. Now in Expo Hall 2. Learn more. Hey, where is that? These are links that don't do anything. I love it. Oh. Let's go. Can I go back? No. Oh, it opened a new tab, I think. There we go. Okay.
Say there, Timmy. What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it.
Oh my God.
You know
it's
what
10
a sequel
minutes?
is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous to me, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old. That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society, and if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention, and in 2 days' time, the man will be
This is
publicly stoned to
hysterical.
death for his crimes against gravity. Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government. Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky. In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy. And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly as video games can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game. Here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory Apeck, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team. The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square.
There is none
the
that
Stanley
I'm aware
Parable was
of.
catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game, and absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game, where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific military tactics, the story is likely to make very little sense, but we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's efforts. We'll get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art, one which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form, a specimen of technological perfection. Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind.
Hannah,
but in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. So very well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core of the Stanley Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of machine operators and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like these all over the country. Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay, and so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem. Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay, and several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game. This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination. Let's check on Gregory real quick. Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social progress. From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helped you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting, and that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise. If you order the Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it, everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to The Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubblegum and cheat at hopscotch. So get out there and consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform.
Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts
Bully
like
your
these that the
parents,
world comes
people.
together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all. Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
You know what? If it means we can defeat Time Dracula, it's worth it. It's worth it. Watching this video on the tiny square feels like watching all those tiny TVs. Hi, Darkness Queen. That's new. If you're more of a prequel sort of person, check out the Stanley Parable. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Okay. Well, back to it. What was his lifespan? 3 years. 3 years. Okay, so that's the merch table. Let's see. Office decorations, the bucket, the reassurance bucket, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Not the photo op wall. Hear your name in the game. This is a massive room for a button. No! Okay. I think it did this last time we did Stanley Parable. I wonder if it's certain games. I also might need to unplug it and plug it back in if it keeps doing this. I was dead from laughing until lost at the same time. Yeah. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
I
And
wasn't
of course,
prepared.
the first and most
Doors to
obvious
close.
answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Roge the perfect button. Just right. Too small. Too big. Yes, I did try to push the buttons. Everyone's got one. I wish I could zoom in on that computer monitor. Well, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Try it here.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button
Blizzard.
will say your
Blizzard.
name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh,
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so,
I am
then
Jim.
please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
what it?
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Hold on.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose
Jim.
all sense
Jim.
of who you
Jim.
actually are.
Jim.
Dang it. Dang it. Oh, well, we can go back out the way we came in at least. Jim. It's the new lizard.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable
Oh, now
2.
it says
That
Jim
would
on everything
actually save
instead
me
of
the work of finishing
your
this
name.
feature.
They're gaslighting me. I'm curious about where that leads. We'll get there eventually. But please, no screenshots. A whole new... Oh, that floor is awful. That floor is awful, but it's so fitting. Red is the new orange. No way. No way they have the freaking speakers sound that plays when your phone gets a text. Oh, I thought that was an actual button, but it's just in the image. Dang it. Baby is all grown up. The new updated ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way sequel. That is nostalgic. Schween shaders. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. Jump circle, infinite hole. What? Okay, hold on. Let's go check out the bucket. If y'all have ever watched Achievement Hunter, then you know bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was
pick it up.
confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh, we definitely will. Kayla, no, it's not like a movie or show. It's an old YouTube channel that was part of Rooster Teeth, which is like one of the big YouTube entertainment groups for a while. And it was mostly gaming channel, and one of their inside jokes that they had was just someone said bucket funny, and they just said bucket, and then like years later someone new joined the group and was like, oh yeah, this one time you said bucket funny, and now I say it all the time to myself. And then they all started saying it all the time, and it was so funny. It's one of those things where you had to like you have to have watched their stuff to like understand, and I always look to see if I can find somebody else that knows it.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I love that. Can I keep the bucket? Or do I have to put it back? I can keep the bucket. Hopefully.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
If we see a barrel, I'm gonna scream barrels. Okay, wait. No, another room with no screenshots allowed. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Balloons.
But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
You know, I don't know. Oh. I like the Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
No!
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
I love the get well someday. Oh, one of the balloons got stuck. Well, they're in all the pictures now. Oh, what's in?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Where does this put us? Where are we? Hold on. I need to figure out where we are. Okay, I see where we are. Infinite Jest. Okay. So we're back out here again. Dang it. Okay. Well, let's look at the infinite jump hole.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Yes.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Jen, thanks for the lurk. I'm so sad that I can't jump right now. Oh, I got an achievement saying you can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Oh, a guide to the expo hall. We were at the jump circle just now. Okay. So the numbers and the letters and the symbols don't make any sense. B was the button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. The gym button. Z was merch. B2 was the bucket. Then the pound sign or number sign or hashtag, as some of y'all call it. The tic-tac-toe. Settings world champion. Wait, I missed that. Oh, is that up there? That might be up above. Okay. 3 is office decorations. We were just in there. Gildy Mongoose, hi. Thank you for the hydrate. K is the infinite hole. We've not gone there yet. That's over there. Okay. We'll probably do that last. E is the exit. Oh, I guess we could do that last instead. A9 is the collectibles. Q is the free achievement. Is there anything else I missed? Oh, there's the epilogue up the stairs. 5 is this map. Okay, let's go check out the epilogue, I guess. What's this game even about? Honestly, I don't know. And I've played quite a bit of it at this point. Let's check out the epilogue. I love the random 2 with a face and hands.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, that's all that was? Okay. Settings world champion. What's this? Huh? Let me in. Let me in. Dang it. Well, I guess let's grab the achievement. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Hi, Brinley.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Oh, I got really confused. That's a Pennsylvania license plate. I was like, why is there a Pennsylvania license plate in this game? Well, pull the lever, Kronk!
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Wrong lever! Exactly. Hold on. Surely, if I pull it enough. Right? I just gotta pull it enough. Rage baiting the narrator, dude, is so fun. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way. Gosh darn it. Pull me, please. If you pull it another 788 times, it'll work. I don't believe you. Darkness Queen, thanks for the lurk. Knowing the narrator is so fun. It really is. Okay. So I think before I go...
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Well, we've not seen the infinite hole. Before we do that, and we've not seen the collectibles. Let's look at the collectibles. You can find them. Collect them all. Oh, this is pretty.
Collectibles. Now it's
I'm
a
scared to
real
walk
video
forward,
game.
though.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I'm scared to walk forward because I don't want to. Well, I guess we'll walk forward as far as it'll let me. Yeah, we're still moving. That's creepy. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing left now. That's terrifying. How in the hell did we end up in the middle of fucking space? Can I put it in the bucket? That's a great question.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay, wait. Now the real question is, do we look at the exit before we go to the jump hole or the infinite hole? I'm curious what's up here, if any dialogue will trigger as we walk up here before we actually exit.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
No.
Ready to move on now?
No, I guess we'll go back. Hole! Let's go. You must go see the mysterious light. It's not really a horror game, it's just a light. Exactly. No, not the infinite hole. Oh.
Stanley,
Wow.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Hold on, before we jump down the hole. Buckets are a weapon in case of an emergency. If you're hungry, eat the bucket. Thirsty, drink the bucket. True. Okay, here's the question. I want to try this out. Should I do this or the exit first? Or can I not do both at the same in the same run? Do this? Okay. Geronimo!
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Well, at least
One
you
of
can
my more
see.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
How long should we wait? We're waiting.
Now, I don't know if you're
Hello, Ashwinder. Hello, Dragon Age friends. How are we, Ashwinder? How are you? How was your stream? How's Veilguard going? Let me put some music on for us. And hello, Raiders. Hello, hello. The bucket's still here. The bucket is still here. True. Ashwinder, how was your stream? I'm good. I explored Treviso for the first time. Love this. Wait, remind me, this is not your first playthrough of Veilguard, right? You've played Veilguard before, right? Why is my chat breaking? Okay, there we go. Let's do that real fast too. Y'all go follow Ashwinder. They're a great part of the community. Second playthrough, but the first time I didn't explore Treviso before things happened. Oh, well, I'm glad you went to explore for sure. Well, I'm so thankful for the raid. Real fast, because we're in it with Stanley Parable, and we have an ad starting in like a minute and a half anyways. Raiders, thank you so much for being here. Ashwinder, thank you for bringing your community over. I'm Musical Finesse, or Muffin, or Elizabeth, or Beth, not Liz or Lizzie. I love Dragon Age so freaking much. It's my favorite game series of all time. We're playing the Stanley Parable tonight because we're kind of in between things right now. My 5-year stream anniversary is coming up on Monday, so a lot of big things happening. So if y'all need to raid and run or lurk, totally understand. Make sure you do post-stream self-care. Water, snack, bathroom break, stretch break, whatever you gotta do. But also you wanna stick around and join us for the Stanley Parable. I'd be happy to have y'all. All right, back to the game. Let's do this.
But I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
What's the Stanley Parable?
Look,
It's
things
an
got a
amazing
little
game. I
heated
don't know how to
there.
describe it
I
though.
think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree
Yeah,
to
it's about
just
to
call the
start.
hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Do we wait to teleport and just really, really rage bait the narrator some more? We just chill down here, maybe?
The ads are running.
Thanks, ads goddess. Okay, we're gonna actually pause anyways. I'm gonna put some music on for y'all and put you on the BRB so that I can go get myself a little drink and y'all can take a bathroom break if you need it. Okay, be right back. Yes, Jen described it perfectly. Alrighty, welcome back from the ads. That was perfect timing. Perfect timing. I can feel like stray hairs that I'm shedding all over me. Ah, okay. Let's get back into it. We're gonna see how long we can make the narrator wait for us if he does anything. I don't know if he will though. If anyone knows, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just teleport. I love that clearly this is implied to be used as a trash hole though, since there's so many cigarette butts sitting here. So many. The bucket saved us from dying from the fall. Exactly. All right, y'all. Should we just teleport? I don't think anything's gonna happen if I stay in the hole. I love bucket. It makes me think of I love lamp from Anchorman, if y'all have seen that. All right, let's teleport.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Notice how they put me in a spot where the hole is between me and the door. Okay, let's go to the door. Oh no!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Oh, it was much shorter.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Now we'll wait a second. Let's wait a second. What if I don't join you up there, narrator? What if? What if? I could just not. You know? I could just chill down here forever. New mug. Don't jump too many times, I'll get stuck. Oh, will I? That'd be really funny.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about.
Not really,
And I've had
it's
enough
just
of
the
the
exit.
hole for a lifetime.
Just the exit left. Okay, but we'll leave. Oh no!
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Well, we have 0 jumps left in the game, but you know what we're gonna do?
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do
but
whatever
Kimberly, I
it is
gotta.
you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're
I gotta,
ready to move
Kimberly, I
on.
gotta.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
It's too bad we don't have a jump. I told you. Oh, the music. It's okay, we have the bucket. We do have the bucket. We have the bucket of reassurance. The reassurance bucket. Is this game over? Maybe. Who's to say? I love this game so much. Let's go! Anna. Oh, this music though. Whoa! This is so funny. It's so dramatic. Change your hold on. Doesn't let me mash it. Everybody get your dancing emotes in chat. Change your reality? Hold up. We're gonna go through all the music options first. I don't like this one. My boyfriend just hid in the shadows to play hide and seek with our dog. She ran in circles like 4 times. Aww. All right, next song. Ooh. Ooh, this scratches the brain. I'm curious if it like evolves at all. I don't think it will, but okay, next one. Why are these low-key hype horror music type songs? Right?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine.
Oh.
My head's
Okay, it started over. Oh. Okay, so it's looped. This is just the forest, yeah. Don't like this one. I don't like this one. This one's freaky. Lizard? They're out of sync, different tempos. Yeah, I want to dance again too. Hannah, shut up. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Don't like that. Yeah, Brinley, I want to dance again too. Ooh. Ooh, it's raining. Yeah, Hannah. Or like Everywhere, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie. A chin angle. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? Exactly. Oh, we might be back to the loop. Hold on. This is the one I liked. I got a beat in my head with this. This might not be Date Everything. Hear me out on Stanley. Really? Shocker. Okay, we skipped the fun one. Oh well.
Using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. You're no longer.
What? Hold on. Whoa! Okay, we're staying in this mode so we can see everything. Whoa! Yes! Puppies! Hold on, we need different music now. We're not gonna find the good music, are we? This is good. I'm gonna find less scary music. This one's fine. Or wait, should I find the rain? There's the rain. Okay. We're gonna stick with the rain. Oh! Okay, Blue. Ah, the beach. I'm gonna be at the beach in 2 days. I'm so excited. This is our punishment from the narrator. It is. This is so funny. Oh. Ooh. Puppies. Actually, let's go to the purple one. Okay. Change ourself. Huh. The reverse video said, I wonder if they would have the same taste if not such a delicacy. Oh. Oh, that's weird. but I'd still devour you as I lay here. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, the chin angle. Oh, I love this angle for this. Ew, I hate it. I hate it.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
No!
Oh, good, you're awake. It
I
seems
wanted
you
to
had
see
sort of
more
dozed
options
off
for
there,
change yourself.
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Well. Here we go. Back into the hole. Oh! We got the end. We got the end of it. All right, we're out of the hole. We are out of the
Here
hole.
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
We survived the hole. Okay, before I go out the exit, I want to know what that settings thing is. So let's go take a look up the stairs here. The settings world champion. Hold on. I want to figure out what this is. Stanley Parable. Settings world champion. The achievement known as Settings World Champion is one of the achievements and trophies found in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It is an achievement you can get just for changing several of the settings sliders in the main menu outside of the game itself. Ah, okay, so I have to go to the main menu to do it. So that's for later. The rest of it that I heard was suppressed desires and volcanic explosions. Oh, dang. Yeah, thank you for the dedication, Skylar. Okay, so this is something I'll have to come back to later. Let's go out the exit. Sorry, I am now moving one-handed, so there we go. Oh! No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you
It got
think?
real quiet
Do you
in here
like
before we
all
started
of the new
talking.
features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay. I feel like we're in like a
Okay.
planetarium.
Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Jumps! I have jumps!
I
Aw, I got
mean, there's
excited.
potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different
I
arrangement.
got excited thinking that I would have jumps.
Okay, yes.
that Billy?
Yes,
I don't
This is
know.
much better. I feel good about this. Here we go.
It's a video game myself with some
Version
class
2.
not hyped. Oh no!
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Explosion.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags,
The
but they
jump
don't add
circle
up to
with
anything.
the hole is so funny.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted
That's why I
fans to
scrolled
love
down
it.
time.
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply,
Oh, hey, that's my office.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Uh-huh.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's look at settings. Let's see if we can get the achievement. Oh, I do want the reticle, actually. Oh, I'm seeing the size down here. Hold on. Gotta do this.
This is...
There we go. I don't know if that'll give us the achievement. Probably not. That'd be really funny if it did. Because it's in-game. It's not the main menu, but... the whole holds all the lore, of course. All right, begin the game. I didn't think that would count. Oh, wait, did it? Oh, yeah, it did.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hold on. The sequel is now paused. Gosh darn it, why is it doing this? All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to try unplugging my capture card. Hello, monitor. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's just double check. Okay, I think we're good. Have a good night, Jen.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
balloons.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Thanks for the likes on the
this
live, y'all.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Happy 12th birthday, Stepniece.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
here's
couldn't
all the
find a
pictures we
trace of
saw
his
on the walls.
co-workers.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
We got the bucket, y'all. Oh, that wasn't there before.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We'll listen. We'll listen. Oh, I got hiccups all of a sudden. All right, anything
Still
new in the
no one
meeting
was
room?
here. Stanley needed
Nothing
the
new in
bucket's
here.
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We gotta check the bathroom again. Oh. Oh!
You found one of them.
Yeah.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
Sure.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Thanks, narrator. To be rich, is it a crime? Yes. To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. That's not a fun poem.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
We'll let him
Stanley
talk
may
instead
have
of rush
broken
the
down
code.
into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Keypad.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yes.
This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Cute.
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
This is so funny.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
All right, so there's probably a figurine down there too, but we're gonna keep listening to the narrator for this.
The
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Gosh, I hope I didn't miss a figurine because I definitely
The
was
monitors
not looking
jumped to
for them at
life,
first.
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
The bucket is
as Stanley
conscious, yes.
cradled it gently, reassuring it
The
that
bucket is
everything
sentient.
would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control,
I missed the
never!
gym button. Yeah.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Bucket is life.
But here was the proof.
Oh, there's gotta
The
be.
heart of the operation.
Figuring in
Controls
here.
labeled with emotions,
Right.
happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay, so we only have 3 figurines, so we're gonna have to find more.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then
Stanley wanted to sneeze in any country on Earth.
stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening?
Oh no.
Why had the door stopped?
No!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty,
Oh no.
until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh no. Okay, no bucket in hand. We gotta look for these figurines now, too.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, so wait. No barrier.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave
Why
of
was there a
comfort
barrier
rushed
there
over
before?
him.
Don't you mean Stanlerines? True. True. All right, we're gonna deviate a little bit. Okay, so that's the new content door. So until we figure this out, we're not getting to the new content stuff again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's follow the left again. We're gonna do some different stuff. We're gonna start to deviate from the narrator. How can we find them? Bottom text. It's what we know. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize the resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? I love these slideshows. Fig leaves are hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Thank you. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, everything in here. Everything. Trust the completionist instinct. Yes. This part of the game is made for me. I'm gonna have bread for breakfast tomorrow, I've decided. I love it. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines. Artist rendering, employee 003. Ideas. What do they want? Our data, stock options, money. Should we make them employees? Maybe. Interns, yes. Why do they look like 427? Why do they kind of look like 427? Why floating? Magic, our quarterly success, magnets, training exercise by management, dreams. How many are there? 751, 5, 6. 6 is circled. We know there's 6. Good luck. And we sell them, obviously. More money if sold together. Do we need contracts for them? Potential liability, NDA. Someone in cargo room, employee 421 building a bridge. Bonus stuff, what we forgot, what we know, what we don't know yet. Source of levitation platform. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area, like my mic. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be reverberance off a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? They just posted stuff over the original stuff. Help, I'm a post-it. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before reporting back on new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time of investigation. Thank you. There will be a reward for finding them all. Okay, the narrator said no, but if there is, I can't wait. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. Lies, who are you? 666. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Mission status. Places to search. Inside of a sequel exhibit. Check. Large room, lots of boxes. Probably storage. Stairs. Something to do with the stairs. Some are red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. Check. A private but smelly place for an important person. Check. Okay, so this is our checklist of which ones we need to find. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Looks like 427. Ha ha ha. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Warehouse access plan. Produce 1 plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct a new structurally sound bridge. Oh my gosh. Question is, do I remember how to get there? Let's go in the broom closet as well.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How dare the
That your
closet
relationship
imply
is
that?
purely superficial and convenient? That your
Rude.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
How
really
dare you,
tell the
closet.
broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each
The
of them
bucket and I have
point
been
by
places.
point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I'm so sick and I'm determined. Well, we're leaving the broom closet, so I want to keep going. Okay, something about the stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, a place blue and red, maybe. Hello.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I like
What
Figly.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness
They were
that
calling
you
it
get
a
from seeing
Figly
a
in the
small
office,
number in the
or
corner
in
of your
the meeting
screen
room.
go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
They called it a Figly in the presentation, so...
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as
We're
these.
doubting the bucket.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
The bucket's gone!
Indeed. Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room
I'm
to
coming
room,
for you,
passing by
bucket.
one bucket after the next.
Bucket.
None of them were his. None of them
No?
were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend.
Oh,
It was
no,
the only way to
there's
truly
so
restore
many
his sanity.
buckets.
And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Freaking trippy.
She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, I've seen this.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled
Just
through
without the
town,
bucket.
talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
She has
Right
our bucket.
away, she knew what the problem was.
She has our bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and
I
free
know,
will is
Hannah.
an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I tried,
Perhaps he
narrator.
didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I love this game. All right, we got this.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer back. The confusion and the chaos
Oh, I should
all
have
seemed
listened.
to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
There's a man walking. I need to check all these rooms as I walk by them.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't know who that was. I don't know. I'm not alone anymore. Okay. Let's not go that way. Let's go with the right finally.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting
No
room?
collectible in here.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
He's behind you.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
This is the storage
And so the
room.
two of them detoured through the maintenance section
Oh,
and walked
maintenance.
straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, is that storage? I don't remember. Let's go this way. Oh, that's the... No, let's go down. 'Cause that was the meeting room. I want to avoid the meeting room for now.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
This is new. This is not what I've seen before when I've come down here. This is very new.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Goodbye, truck. Hold on. Oh, I was hoping I get the same dialogue in here that you get in the actual broom closet. Okay. Let's follow the line. Best that we can.
Whee! Stanley. Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I forgot about this.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was
I
back
think it
then.
is an addiction
Let's do it
metaphor.
for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, we're not giving the bucket up. Oh boy. Yes, I am trying to follow the line as best I can. What is the glowing red light?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very
No.
proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
What?
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Hold on.
Go
Can
ahead
I
now,
progress
Stanley.
without destroying the bucket?
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Oh. There is no way to not destroy the bucket, it looks like.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Pausing for a second so I can snooze ads. Okay.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I couldn't do it. I couldn't destroy the bucket. Oh.
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such
I love this game
spellbinding
so
stories
much.
about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
This is hysterical. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Yeah.
could it mean? Stanley
computer.
decided to go to the
Yeah,
meeting room.
it's about to
Perhaps he
start.
had simply missed a memo.
Thank you, Ads Goddess. Okay, I just gotta keep an eye out for these computers.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
You
and
killed it. This
entered
is
the
your
door
fault.
on
I'm
his
sorry,
left.
Zephyr. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Nobody's walking by these windows now.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his
We're
left
not going.
to go back to the
Oh.
meeting room.
No. Here we go. There's got to be something in here, right?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
There's the bridge.
Stanley did
to
not
the...
question
There's
why
the
or
bridge.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't
The
talk.
bridge!
But Stanley
The
chose
bridge
not to
to the
think
fig
about
leaf.
this
How do I
obvious
get there?
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him,
I
and
could
he
jump down. I
unthinkingly
could jump
did
down. Do I...
whatever the
no,
bucket
no.
asked.
I haven't gone this way in a while.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Damn. Ah, yes.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick
What
up
if-
the phone,
what if
and
I
it will
don't?
take us back home, where we can go about life together.
What if I don't? What if I don't? No, we'll listen to the bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave
Where's our
Stanley a
bucket?
bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where is the bucket? Give me the bucket. This is a cute little apartment. Bucket. It's me, your bucket. Press I to take me to work with you. Okay, that door's closed now.
The Stanley Parable
Where's the bucket?
Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever
Rude.
Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Rude. Bucket. Press N to take me back home with you. Hold on. Hold on. Stanley began hallucinating. Yes. Okay, so we have to go back home. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him
No.
delusional like
Bucket.
this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press O to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It
It's
can't
not
talk.
just a bucket.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to
No.
a different location. That's
No.
it. It doesn't do anything else.
No, you're wrong. Don't listen to the loud man. Press C for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Of course.
You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened
The ad's
to.
about
now
to
all he
start.
cares
Thanks,
about
Ad's
is this
Goddess.
awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press H to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Have a good night, Skylar.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
It does. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press C to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
like it would be better at moving an amount of water from
The
one
ads are
room
running.
to another.
All right, we're gonna keep going even though the ads are going. Press M to relive the same day with me over and over. Actually, no, we are gonna take a second since the ads are running. I am gonna take a second. I'm gonna refill my drink because I'm about out. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pause the game so that nothing happens because there's always a chance that something will happen when I leave it running. I'm gonna put some music on for us. Actually, no, we'll leave the music off. No, we'll leave the music on because there's no music on the pause screen. Never mind. I'll be right back. See, they grab myself a little more drink. Okay, I'm back. Got 30 more seconds of ads. Okay. Hi, Chantel. Thanks. You're cute. All right. The music just stopped, but I'll let it keep playing until the ads are done. It's 11:11. Make a wish, everybody. Make a wish. It's 11:11. What is my wish? Okay, I've got my wish. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Make a wish. Okay. Let's continue. Press M to relive this day with me over and over. What did you wish for? I'm not going to tell you because then it won't come true.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press N to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Got bucket
Hear what the
wall
bucket
art.
has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this
Jazz
troublesome
music with a
situation.
bucket. Oh, bucket. Only 9/11 for me. Run me in 2 hours. 10/11 for me. So much bucket wall art. Wow.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No,
Give it to me.
never.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
No.
Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. Bucket knows how to set the mood. Yeah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone, What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Exactly. Oh, wait, sorry, I got wait. New layout unlocked. Let's go. I was like, yeah, we got something different. Something different.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way
got
to
a
the
plan.
meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket
makes it a
turned
little
out to be
uncomfy now.
correct?
Oh, no.
Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to
Nope.
go back to the meeting room.
Nope. 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 Okay.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
So, one,
go
you gotta
somewhere
find out
else.
how to get down
the
there.
cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the
However-
cargo lift.
We're gonna go to the cargo lift, and instead of going that way,
Good, said the
we're gonna
bucket.
go over there.
Now ride the lift all
We're
the
gonna go
way
through
to
there.
the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay, we landed. Danger everywhere.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh? Been waiting for this. Oh, okay. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right?
Wait. Okay, so first, what if we don't pick up the bucket one time? That's a good question. Do I just say yes, that it's a bucket for every item?
Right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what
Or do I
is
answer
or
accurately?
is not a bucket.
What should
Okay,
I do?
let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
What?
not an actual bucket.
Stanley would be alone,
Item
right?
2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Why?
Item 3.
A bucket,
Is
of
this
course.
a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4.
Should I say yes?
Is this a bucket?
Should I say yes? Do I say yes to the tractor being a bucket? Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Is this
Yes.
a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Huh? Huh?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Trick question. Both.
Huh?
Gotcha.
What do you mean both? Why both? Why?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Well. Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I
Who's
a
to say?
bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game
No,
entirely.
you are a bucket.
Okay.
You are.
Here we go.
Gosh darn it.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
Because everything's a
Was
bucket.
everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Are you sure?
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
I
We're
do
not
understand,
buckets.
Hannah.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what.
The game is a bucket.
I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
It's all buckets. It's all buckets, baby. Just gonna look around my room for a second. Okay. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes,
What
yes,
could it
yes.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't think I will go to the meeting room. Thank you.
The good old bucket.
Narrator.
Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, let's go to the meeting room for once. We haven't gone in a while. Okay, somewhere red and blue. That's gonna be the room with the red and blue door. I don't remember how to get there though. And then the large room, lots of boxes, is storage. I don't know where storage is though. So
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Let's
and the
go up.
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
thing is, I don't remember how to get in this room. Oh, I tried this before and it didn't open the door. Okay, so we could go down that elevator. I kind of want to go back in here though because there's the escape route. Let's take the escape route.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was
What's
it
downstairs?
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
We got
Yes,
a
this is certainly the most logical explanation.
we got a figurine down there, and then that was where we ended up with the lady, the Marielle, instead of Stanley. And we got a fig leaf from over here, so let's go down this way. We're gonna go back towards the room with the screens, but we're gonna turn to the escape room, or the escape route instead.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Oh.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Oh, yes. I know there's a way to stop this. Question is, do I remember how?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
I don't know if I remember how to do this part. Went to the store and then forgot I had you up in my room with setting crock pot food for tomorrow. Ooh, yum. Shoot, I don't... Oh, well, we're about to die.
Farewell, Stanley.
Yep.
Farewell, Stanley,
Oh,
cried
that's
the
right.
narrator,
Shoot!
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Was it? Nope. I forgot about this. Ah, yes.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Wait, our bucket's gone. Our bucket's gone! Well, that's right. This is how we find the museum. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out into the world with you? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? So it's going to be the museum, but all buckets.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
A bucket with two handles. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. "25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. The bucket will outlive Stanley for sure. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket. Presented without commentary. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of the bucket. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. Coping strategies equals holes in the bucket. Rest, relaxation, doing something you enjoy, and rest and relaxation. Oh, the music concerned me for a second. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. "25 is the greatest number." True.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitability, is for our own good. The infinite hole is back. Whee! Oh. Never mind. I thought we were jumping into the hole.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh!
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket should take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, that's a deep hole. Infinite hole is back is a great quote, by the way. Great quote. Okay. We're going to do one more run with the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
One more run with the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, someone requested we go down
Stanley
without
and the bucket
so we won't
walked
go down right
upstairs to the boss's office.
now. Let's go up here and let's finally go this way.
Oh my god, thanks for the bits.
The dollar bean, 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 the dollar bean.
Thank you for the 100 biddies, Artemis. love hearing the narrator sing along. I'm just like getting bored now. It's so funny to hear the narrator in this.
Oh my god, thanks for the bits.
Do 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 do.
Thank you, Artemis, for the 100 biddies. Wow. All right. And we never left. We never left. So, where do I want to try to go? I guess let's try
Stepping
to...
into his manager's office, Stanley was
turn the
once again
power on.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of
Darn.
the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
I had to try.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
All right. Let's see what we can do with the room with all the buttons and the power. 6969. Oh, I should have tried that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
You
did
tell
this
I've
place
played
hold?
FPS games.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
God, a
The
little wiggle.
monitors jumped to life,
Little wiggle.
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of
427,
things
oh,
does
there,
a
ours
bucket
is right
want
there.
to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raised
There's our
furiously
office,
in
right there.
Stanley's feeble mind.
Make me want to play Overwatch. That's not good.
No! He screamed into
Listen,
the bucket.
I'm
He
feeling an
couldn't
urge for
accept it.
Apex Legends
His
again.
own life in someone else's control? Never!
Pirate.
He squeezed the bucket tighter.
I want to
His
know
one
about the
friend
pirate.
in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
But here was
Okay.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to
turning
sink
the
in,
power on.
Stanley decided that this machinery
Artemis,
would
I'm so
never again
down.
exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Artemis, wait, who do
They
you name
high-fived in a really
Apex?
cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
All right, here we go.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Lifeline or
to take
Bloodhound?
over the
Love
machine
that.
and claim the power
I'm sure
for
you could have
itself?
already guessed. Actually, take a guess
How
as
could the
to
bucket
who I
have
mean.
betrayed him like
Just
this?
take a guess.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh,
Birds.
this is new.
Silly.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
Oh. Wait, what if I just leave and don't press a button? Or is the door closed? Yeah, the door's closed. Okay, so I can't leave. Yes, I love Loba. Love me some Loba. Okay, I guess we're gonna pick this bird because it's on the side that was to turn the power on. Oh, that just switches the birds.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life
Born
could
to
have
data,
taken,
tracking
this
them
one
all.
was surely the best.
410 billion
Stanley
or million 757,850. No, it's billion. 757,850,530 live birds. 1 a.m. something. I still don't know how to get to storage.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Oh.
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a
No.
matter of time.
No.
A good
Bucket.
bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Oh, I did say that was gonna be my. Oh, hold on. I had said that was gonna be my last run with the bucket. We're gonna do one more.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, here's the question. If I go left, where else can I go? Where else can I go with the bucket? I feel like my options are more limited with the bucket. If I go to the right, I could try going to that basement where we saw the family with the baby on the yellow line again, but I don't know if that would give me anything different either. Trying to think what other ending we could get with the bucket. So, chat, what do we think? Left to the meeting room. Did you get that bridge? No, I don't know how to get there. I was trying to figure that out, and I was hoping I would just stumble upon it. I'm assuming I need to go left. But I don't know for certain. Because I don't know... Huh. The only place that would make sense is probably left, because that's the only side we have stairs on. So maybe I should go left. Do you have thoughts, Hannah, before I go to the left? No clue? Okay, that's fine. We're gonna try left. Okay. Let's try going
Coming
down
to a
the
staircase,
stairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No, see, going through there triggered the thing with Marielle. Let's just try it real
But
fast.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired
think it's
for
gonna be the same
that.
thing.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze,
I think it's all the same
but said
again.
nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and
Dun,
comfort.
dun, dun.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would
Bucket's
come
gone.
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room
Buckets.
to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He
No.
knew where the voice of the bucket had
We're not
been
gonna
coming
freeze.
from.
We're gonna keep walking.
The real bucket was inside of him all
Yeah.
along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over
This
in
is when he
agony
wakes up as
and blacked
Marielle.
out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
There's always a way to skip
She
dialogue.
rose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if
I wonder if I need to
only
do a
he'd
run without
taken
the
his
bucket.
with him. Perhaps he didn't even
get the other
realize
figurines.
he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
That's probably
But
what
of
I need to
course,
do.
she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I keep saying one more run. Let's just do one more. This is actually the
All of
last
his
one though,
co-workers
because
were
I
gone.
just looked at the time.
What
and
could
it's
it
getting late.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps, the embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
I'm trying to remember how I've gotten other endings.
Stanley
Let's
clutched
try
the
going this
bucket
way.
tightly to his chest.
go
This
right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here
Hello,
it was.
employee
Had the
lounge.
bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
So here's where I'm at. We can go to the left and go to the meeting room, but then we're limited. we can go to the left and go downstairs, but I think that takes us to the yellow line again, which we did before. And I don't think that, I don't know what our ending was. I don't know if we had options that way. We could go this way and go all the way across, or we could jump down, which we've done both. Oh, I guess I could drop to the floor. I haven't done that yet.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
I haven't
cargo
dropped to
lift,
the floor
yes.
yet.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
Try
something
landing on
up
a
there I
truck.
need you to do.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Well,
So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
okay. That's where I gotta call it tonight. Let's quit to the menu. It's crazy that it shows the Stanley Parable 2 now. Let me also quit here. Wondering, okay. Yeah. Right back to the desktop. So curious. So very curious. Now I'm tempted to add the Stanley Parable onto my stream anniversary. Because I was going back and forth on what I was going to put in place of Dress to Impress, since we are not touching Roblox for my stream anniversary. We might throw Stanley Parable on there because I forgot how much I enjoyed that game. So yeah. Anyways, TikTok. I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all first. TikTok, have a great night. I will see y'all on Monday, September 1st. For my 5-year stream anniversary. A lot of different things are going to happen, but I will come up with some incentives if we get gifts on TikTok Live. So if y'all are regular viewers on TikTok, don't want to miss it. 2 p.m. Eastern on Monday, September 1st. Anyways, excuse me, TikTok, I will see y'all later. Bye, TikTok. Have a great weekend. Bye, TikTok. Okay, chat. Just us now. I have to pee. So we're gonna go ahead and throw our links in chat. Do y'all want to watch the body burn while I go pee? Good ending, but morally gray along the way. Both? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Artemis, for throwing my links in chat. Discord, if you want to stay up to date on everything that's happening in the stream, as well as hang out with the community. YouTube, if you want to watch my VODs, I have the VODs channel and edited content channel. I promise this month has been hectic with work. Once the month is over, especially because I have off next week, I'm hoping to really crack down on like getting stuff ready for my edited content channel. Fingers crossed. Merch you can buy at Fourth Wall. I have shrimp merch and purple person merch. So go get some. It's a great way to support me while you get something out of it. And then Throne, you can buy little things for my space to help me decorate. I've got a lot of decorations, but I will always take more. You can also buy fun things just for me that aren't decorations too. So anyways, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see y'all on Monday. Mix-up tutorial. I know. Listen, life has been getting in the way so much of doing that, but I want to do it. I have my outline for the very first one done. So I promise I'll get it done very soon. Hold me accountable. Anyways, have a lovely long weekend, y'all. I will see y'all on Monday for my stream anniversary, 2 p.m. Eastern time till whenever we stop. And I will see y'all later. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.